my next question would be uh, more about the investor perspective, okay? Because I would want you to explain different mindset of the investors to our listeners. You know, if let's say I'm a startup and plans to get investment, what should I look into or build within my team to get the fundings?
Well, investors do look at skills, look at diversity, I would say, and they look at figures. Obviously, they look at figures to get in, and I think it's a person's persona as well. So if you have a charismatic personality, I think those things matter as well. And how comfortable are you with your business idea? How well presented are you with your ideas? And how much figures do you know about your idea, about your business? And what exactly have you done up till now? What credentials do you have in the background? Have you been into a job which is relevant, or have you found a gap between the market? What exactly? There are many aspects that the investors look into, but I think the main things would be, yes, to develop some skills, and to develop the persona and the character, and you should be passionate about the business.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so you have perfectly explained or described the startup's portfolio, or I would say the customer persona, how the specific founder should look like. So let's say if I have all those qualities, okay, now I plan to reach out investors and I don't know anyone. So what is the right way to build the right connection with those investors? Should we reach out to them through LinkedIn, email them, or what's the right way?
I think you should attend most of these networking events and community building events. Join investors. There are many platforms, online platforms. But to start with, I think the community events, the networking events are a good option to start with. That those will give you and give something. Well, share your ideas, share your passion, and give something to the community that you can return it back, something like that. Then and you can get involvement. So some investors I know, we do a focus as well, that when we go do the community building events, and we go and listen to the investors and the community and things like that. So what we look into, how the person is with the community, what he's giving back to the community, and things like that. So I think he's investable or not, something like those lines. And you can basically attend those events, and you can gain the investors as well. So the attention of the investors can be gained anywhere. So attending events is very good option, and LinkedIn networks are good options. There are Facebook groups, there are options, and incubation centers, there's a good option. And if you go on government websites, you can find some grant opportunities which government and universities are offering.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what we are doing here in CMX Connect, the community building, and that is like you have beautifully explained the whole concept. Because the community building is very important. Because without that, it's a very difficult and it's a challenging task to do anything. And as you have mentioned about the connecting with different individuals, being in the community, so this way you will add or build your credibility within society or within your industry. People know that if you are doing something, you mean it. Okay, because these days startups, there are a lot of startup scams. They can show you some artificial numbers and get fundings, and when that bubble bursts, everything falls down.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have seen that. So have you experienced this kind of thing before?
Well, we have faced few startups who pitched their ideas and pitched their figures, and they were quite good. The ROIs were very good, but all of a sudden, a few months down the line, their passion basically folded out, and we didn't saw much interest in the business. They were mainly looking for the investors' fund. So I think, yeah, you need to. My advice to the startups and founders is that you should live your dream, live your business,
Yeah,
and create and make sure you have a long-term relationships with the investors. So you will get it's not one idea that the founder, if they are a founder, they are creator, they are innovator, they will come across with another ideas, another business, and you need that networking, that peers. You need to grow.
you are on point because I have seen a lot of startups just focusing on, they're like obsessed with the fundings,
Yes.
and they don't have a proper plan or a realistic approach what they'll be doing after getting the funding.
Yeah.
It's just like, you are very much focused on the journey that, you're gonna go to point B from point A, but you don't have a plan what we'll be doing after reaching to this specific point. And we have seen a lot of startups failing. There were a couple of startups from, like, even from Pakistan and from US. I remember there was a startup in Pakistan by the name Airlift. So they came out as like one of the startups who have received the highest number of fundings, like highest amount of fundings, and they collapsed within a couple of months. They weren't able to survive within a year, and that was one of the things which a lot of startups saw. And unfortunately, this trend is making investors have a second thought, or they're now skeptical about investing in early stage startups. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and we are on right track, and we are now, and it's on the right direction.